What is up, fellow nerds, and welcome back to the Dapper Snapper Gaming channel, and welcome back to Wi-Fi Wednesday. That's right, another week, another team, another battle, and hopefully another win. Now, this week, we're going full Trick Room, and I am excited about it. Now, normally, I don't really play a ton of Trick Room. We've played some Trick Room in the past, but this one I'm really excited about. This has Alolan Marowak and Choice Banded Azumarill with 4 Trick Room setters. So, in theory, it shouldn't be too hard setting Trick Room. And then after that, we just kind of go to town. Now, this is based on a team that I found on the Smogon theorem, on the Smogon forums, rather. And I changed a few things. I changed some of the moves, changed some of the EVs around, that sort of thing. And so the Pokepaste to the team I'm using will be down in the description. And so, yeah, that's about it. So we are going to get into it. So let's see what my opponent has brought today, as my opponent also has Alolan Marowak and Azumarill, Slowking and Galarian Slowbro, Cinderace and Umbreon. Okay. So this could be interesting, but this looks like a Marowak game, like kind of like crazy, honestly. Marowak seems like it's going to absolutely go in this game once we get rid of the Azumarill, but we also have Slowbro for Azumarill. But opposing Marowak is also very strong. Opposing Marowak actually looks very, very strong against our team, so we've got to be super careful against my opponent's Marowak. That looks like it could sweep us at like any second. So yeah, gotta be careful with that. But it is cool to see the mirror match as far as technically 3 of our Pokemon, even though we have regular Slowbro and my opponent has the Galarian version. But we're gonna lead with Porygon 2. At least I think that's what I led with. That's my normal lead on this team. It covers pretty much anything. There's not much in the game that can actually OHKO it. So it pretty much guarantees a turn 1 Trick Room, which is exactly what we're looking for. Gets us started on the right foot, as we do see the Azumarill lead, which, yeah, it could have been better. Because we are specially defensive, it would have been better to actually have the what's it called? The Slowbro in here. And actually, where this thing's kind of slow, I'm worried about a belly drum. That's what I'm worried about, to be honest. I kind of want to click Foul Play, actually, to punish a possible belly drum. That is what we see. So yeah, I want to go ahead and click that over the Trick Room. I think it's a little more important, because Trick Room's not going to matter if it goes for Aqua Jet. So yeah, I think I want to get damage off on this. Once we get rid of this, I mean, once we get rid of this, then how much is that going to do? That's going to do all the damage. Wow, yeah. So that's why you can't do that. And that was my opponent's biggest threat to my team, in my opinion. I think that was my opponent's win condition. Leading with it and setting up turn 1. While, like, I get what my opponent was going for, I'm not going to say it was necessarily a bad play, because it wasn't. Because honestly, Aqua Jet kind of was really good, right? Aqua Jet pretty much would have OHKO'd. Well, I wouldn't have OHKO'd everything, but it would have done a ton of damage. And so it would have been really difficult to deal with. So yeah, but getting rid of that turn 1 is absolutely fantastic. So now I just want to go ahead and click Trick Room. Even if it wants to go for high jump kick here, as my opponent is burning Dynamax. All right. So, you know, as always on this channel, I can't stop my opponents from Dynamaxing. As we do see the G-Max Cinderace. I can't stop my opponents from Dynamaxing, but once they Dynamax, they can't stop me from Dynamaxing back. So, and the thing is that actually going for Max Knuckle is going to make it weaker than if he had went for the high jump kick. So we should live this. We do, okay. Yeah, I figured we did, and that he just raised his attack. And even though it's now a fighting type, I'm still gonna click Foul Play and let this go down. Taking out the Azumarill is more than enough. So yeah, there's no reason for me to click Recover here. It's not gonna make a difference. I'm gonna click Foul Play here just to get some damage. That is good damage. That is very good damage. And then we are going to go down to another Max Knuckle, which is fine. Porygon 2 did more than its fair share of work. I'll take it. So Porygon 2, you did good. So it's got about half health. So let me see here. If it is Dynamaxed and Fighting type, Poltergeist and Flare Blitz are enough. So we're gonna go into that. Yes, Max Darkness could knock us out, but obviously, how much more Trick Room do we have? 3 more turns, so we're good. Flare Blitz is much less risk, so we're gonna click that. We are Rockhead, so we don't care about the recoil, and that is gonna go ahead and take out the Cinderace. So my opponent's Dynamax option is gone, which is amazing, and now we just kind of go crazy. I think now is the time to just go crazy with Marowak. We do see the Slow King come in. Are you slower than me? How slow is Slow King? What is it? It's base 30. Is it like min speed minus speed? Is the question. It still can't OHKO me with Scald. I'm gonna click Poltergeist. Nope, we're faster. And we're gonna smack him with his leftovers. This should OHKO, right? It does. Okay. Yeah, I told Marowak is insane, man. Marowak is insane. So, I love this thing. It's so good. But being able to deal, but Porygon 2 doing all that damage to the Azumarill, doing enough chip, and my opponent left. That's what I thought. So, Marowak put in, just put in way too much work there. So, that means we're gonna have to do a game 2. I'll see you in a second. All right, match number 2, and we've got a very scary looking team. This looks like a legitimate team, and I don't like it. Como-O could be kind of a problem here, but Marowak again looks pretty good here under Trick Room. But yeah, we do need to watch out for the Como-O, but we do have a Azumarill for that. Opposing Magearna could be kind of an issue if we're not careful. I kind of want to lead Porygon 2 here again. I think that's a good option. Dragapult shouldn't be that big of a problem as long as we have Trick Room up, because, I mean, most things on my team deal with it. So, yeah, so I don't think I'm that concerned about Dragapult. So I definitely don't feel awful about this matchup, but there's definitely some things that could go wrong. And as we all know, if something can go wrong on this channel, usually does. So, yeah, we gotta be careful. We gotta be careful. Okay. So we're now Libero, which is kind of funny. And so if we go, if my opponent actually stays in and goes for a high jump kick, how much does that do? I know not all of them carry it nowadays. It still doesn't knock us out unless he's choice banded. Yeah, I'm gonna click Trick Room here. It does go ahead and go for Powerball, that's fine. Ow. We're gonna turn into a Psychic type now, which is interesting. All right, so that's pretty cool. What do we need this for the rest of the game? I mean, it'd be really nice for the Inteleon and the Magearna, although Magearna might have Focus Blast, so that could be a problem. But yeah, this thing did a lot of damage with the Powerball, not gonna lie. Let's see. I don't really feel comfortable switching into anything else. So we're gonna go ahead and foul play here. Oh, my opponent switches out. Okay. That would have been a really nice time to teleport. As my opponent goes into the Magearna. Alright. So we're gonna change into a dark type here. That's obviously gonna do 0 damage. Okay, okay. So I'm gonna click teleport here. If my opponent wants to set up, then... Okay, my opponent goes for Volt Switch. That's actually perfect because now we get to see what my opponent wants to go into. And then we get to switch in something accordingly. So that's actually absolutely what we wanted. As we see Mandibuzz come in. Okay, that's perfectly fine. Okay, so what is our switch into Mandibuzz? Probably Magearna. Yeah, I think Magearna is our play here. I don't think there's really much that you can do to this, and yeah, the set we have is actually Bolt Beam and Focus Blast, which is pretty cool. I like it. We got 2 turns of Trick Room left. What switches in here? Probably Cinderace. Or opposing Magearna. So either way, I click T-Bolt here. That should just be a good middle ground play. Okay, yeah, opposing Magearna makes sense. This might actually be AV Magearna. Nah, it doesn't look like AV Magearna. That did too much damage. Like, that did a decent chunk, actually. We've still got 1 more turn of Trick Room. We could swap out here. Porygon 2 is almost dead, though, which isn't the best. How good is our Magearna here? It's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty good. I really would prefer that it not go down. But then again, we struggle to get Trick Room back up with anything but this. I'm gonna click T-Bolt again. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to get Trick Room up against this. Does it knock out? It doesn't. It's not enough. Yeah, my opponent does carry Flash Cannon. We don't carry it. Yeah, that's gonna do a ton of damage. Okay, so that is what my opponent is going for now. We're gonna go Porygon and sack it. I can't afford to let Magearna go down right now. It's just too good. I trace the Soul Heart. It's not gonna matter. Yeah, and unfortunately, we're just gonna have to allow my opponent to get off the Soul Heart, which is not good. It is not good at all. But if we can get Trick Room back up. Actually, Azumarill should be, since we're banded, actually we should be okay. So we're gonna go into that. Yeah. So we're just gonna click Aqua Jet here. And go ahead and knock this thing out. Perfect. So we are able to get rid of the Magearna. That's what we need. Okay, that thing was a problem. But it is no more. So we're getting there. We're getting there. We're doing stuff. We still have most of our setters. Danny Phantom, that's gonna be Dragapult. Yeah, I can't stay in here. Ah, man. Yeah, I mean, most of my team is weak to this. Okay, so I need to keep this alive. Like, I have to keep this alive. It's just too strong. I think I sack Slowbro here and then go into Hatterene and set the Trick Room while still taking a big hit. And then question mark, T-Wave. Oh, okay. That's fine. I click Trick Room here. Goes for Hex. That's not gonna, that's why we have the Cassid Berry, so. Yeah, we do live that. We would not have lived that otherwise. Oh, he crit us too. Yeah, I mean, crit didn't matter. We would have died to it without the Cassid Berry either way. So that's actually fine. So, yeah, I'll let him go ahead and take us down. I'll break a potential sash, because this thing seems to be some kind of support set. So, I mean, it very well might just be Castleberry or something, but we get the burn. It doesn't really matter too much, just because it is a special attacker, so that's fine. But might as well go ahead and get a little bit of damage off since we can. And then now we go into Marowak. So, Marowak time. Could also go Azumarill. That's also an option. Okay, so question of the day. Does Poltergeist scare the heck out of you too when you click it and it acts like it's missing even when it doesn't miss? Like, I get super nervous that I missed even if I didn't. All right, my opponent withdraws because obviously, yeah, you're gonna take a ton of damage. Does it hit? It does. It hits it with its heavy duty boots. This should still do a good amount. I mean, yeah, that still does half. Kind of crazy. Oh, it did. It was a crit. Okay, that's fine. We click Flare Blitz here. This should be more than plenty. And we get rid of the Mana Buzz, so that is fine. No more pivot for that. You know, we didn't have rocks on this team. There's no hazards or anything, so you know, it wasn't super useful. As now my opponent goes into Komo, which is definitely a problem. Although, what do you go for here? What does this thing normally run that can handle this? Although it's probably just physically defensive, right? What does Komo normally run for this, though? Poltergeist still does half to this, but I don't really think I can sack it. But I just don't know what it wants to do. Although Azumarill kind of deals with the rest of his team, though. Under Trick Room, really. And Hatterene is a free switch in here. I think I have to let this go down here. We're going to go for Poltergeist, because it does damage. And it is bulky, so that's fine. Oh, that's good damage. Man, I almost went straight Hatterene there. If I'd gone straight Hatterene, I think the game would have been over. But yeah, so there's some more lefties. Do we have one more turn of Trick Room? Please, one more turn. Oh, we don't have the one more turn. I still don't think this thing can do anything to me. I'm clicking it again. Oh, it carries Earthquake. Normally all these things carry is Body Press, but yeah, we do take that. We're decently bulky. All right, please hit. Okay, we do. Okay. So we're able to take this out too, which is absolutely fantastic. We can't take any more damage though, because we would die to rocks on switching if we take much more. So we got to be careful. But yeah, now comes Milo. Okay. Yeah, that's a problem. I think now I can sack Magearna. I mean, what do you go for here, right? You go for Max Darkness? Or go for a Sucker Punch? I mean, Sucker Punch is the only super effective move this thing normally carries, right? And if that's the case, then we could go Hatterene pretty freely. But if Hatterene goes down, we lose. Yeah, I think we sack Magearna. Yeah, sack Magearna, go into Hatterene. And we see a max. Of course we do. So yeah, my opponent doing the scum plays here, going for the Dynamax. Man, and he had a legitimate team and everything, and then decided had Dynamax. Okay. We're just gonna have to figure out how to work around it. I'm not sure how to work around it. Yeah, there's the Max Darkness like I thought. So it is a dark type now. I go Azumarill here. So it's currently a dark type. And with that being the case, even if it wants to switch back, we go for Play Rough here. Mindstorm. Interesting. We do live. Oh, that's rough. That's really rough. Play Rough was still our best option. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. That crit mattered. The crit mattered. The crit mattered through Dynamax. If it wasn't Dynamax, it didn't matter, but it did. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Okay. So... Okay, if we have... Let's see here. I've got to set Trick Room again. That's ultimately what I have to do. If I set Trick Room again, I win. So we let this go down. Can non-status Hex... Non-status Hex can't Oko a Hatterene, right? I don't think so. I don't think it can. But yeah, if I had made the Hatterene play on the Komo-o, the game would have been over right then. As soon as we got Rocks up on that side, that would have sealed it. But we click Trick Room here. We have to do this for the long game. I think we can live this. We do. Oh, barely. Max HP coming through. Okay, and we get the Trick Room off. So that should be an Oko on this. Oh man, this was a good game. This was a very good game. Very cool team by my opponent. And even with the Dynamax, I'll still say well played. Even with the Dynamax. Don't leave. Come on. And my opponent left. Yeah, I mean, that match was over. I mean, we clicked Dazzling Gleam, that Oko's the then we click Psychic on Inteleon. And let me see here. Inteleon, I'll go ahead and give you the calc. It does half. Wait, no, it Okos every time. Okos every time. So yeah, as I'm wiggling on the wall, which is weird. Anyway, yeah, so those are going to be our battles today. Very good battles. The second match was very close. Very good game to my opponent. These are the kind of battles that I love doing, is these very close battles. So anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed watching Alolan Marowak, and honestly, Azumarill did some work on this game as well. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure to leave a like on the video, and we'll see you on Friday for some awesome Meme GC with a really cool team. So we'll see you then. Bye-bye.